Eyup, it's Louise. I have another book chat video for you today because I finished some more of the books that I've been relentlessly buying in the charity shops. I can't stop buying books, especially when they're 50p, because that's a real good bargain. So I have 4 books for you today. Only 3 physical books, as I finished reading one when I was in London and I didn't want to bring it home with me, so I'll just show a photo of what book it was. Just up here probably. So I just left it in the Airbnb because I wasn't gonna haul it home with me. I needed all the extra room for all the bits and the little Natural History Museum cuddly toys that I was buying, obviously. So I think I will start with the one that I don't have, so I'll probably put it up somewhere here. And it is, I believe it's called Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. You may know her from The Girl on the Train, the book that everyone has read, and they were like, it's the new Gone Girl, and it's not as good as Gone Girl, but it's really good. So I had really high hopes for this one. And although the blurb was like, is this the new Girl on the Train? No. It was good up until a point. And then I feel like the last sort of 50 pages, I had no idea what was going on. People talking to ghosts, maybe. And I don't actually know what the resolution was, so a bit of backstory to it if you're not aware of the story. Someone dies in mysterious circumstances and they don't know if it was murder or suicide or what. And I don't really know what the resolution was, I don't actually know what happened. I don't know, maybe I was reading it and I was too tired, it didn't go in. But I didn't really get it. Apart from up to that point, it was pretty good. I liked the chapters from different people's perspectives, but I don't really understand what the resolution was. Maybe that's on me though, but I did love The Girl on the Train, so she's 1 win, 1 meh for Paula Hawkins. You know, you can't please everyone all the time, but I'm so good at doing reviews. My reviews are it's alright, or you know. My second offering is Burned by Benedict Jacker. This was one that someone had pilfered from a library in Nottinghamshire. I don't know if this is part of a series, I'm assuming it is. I didn't understand what was going on. It was really hard to read. It was one that I took to work to read and I was just really powering through it, just really struggling. It was a real slog. I didn't like it. I don't understand what was I feel like this video is just going to be I didn't understand what was going on. I normally do know what's going on, just, I don't know, I didn't know if it was part of a series, and I think it is, and I don't know what part of the series it is, and I wasn't aware of the backstory, and I thought oh, it's about this person can see the future and they own a magic shop. That sounds fun, but it just wasn't. It was just a lot of people fighting, and I didn't get it. I'm sorry. I'm so not literary. I'm just not good. I'm just not good sometimes, but good job it was only 50p. You're gonna get slam dunked on the free pile. Next up we have Call Me By Your Name by Andre Ackerman? I don't know. This, I don't know what I expected. This is my best friend's favourite film, and I've never seen it because I think the casting of Armie Hammer, he looks about 20 to 30 years older than Timothée Chalamet. And there's only supposed to be about 7 years difference between them. I don't like that aspect as well because he's 17 and the other one's 24, and I feel like it's a bit predatory and weird. Yeah, there's just some really weird stuff in the book. And I said to my friend, is this bit in the film? And she's like, no, they cut that bit out. I'm like, is this weird bit in the film? And she's like, no, they cut that out because some of the bits are really weird. Just the bit with the peach really turned my stomach as well. It was okay. It was really hard to read at first as well, just because I felt like nothing was happening. And I didn't know when it was supposed to be set. I think it's the 80s. But for me, I'm oh, this could have been set in the 1840s. I don't understand what was going on. I've been having a bad time with books recently. I need to read something a bit lighter that's easier for me to digest because these past couple of books, I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. Is it my attention span that's shot? No, it is the books that are wrong. Anyway, it was fine. I would give it like a 5 out of 10. Can't wait to shove it on the free pile, and I'm never gonna watch the film. I don't want to watch the film. I don't like Timothy Chalamet. I don't like Armand Hammer. No, it's not for me. And last, but by no means least, I have the follow-on to, was it How to Build a Girl? And this is How to Be Famous by Caitlin Moran. This is a video that's just filled with like negative vibes, and I'm sorry, but I've just read like 4 bad books in a row. 4 middling books in a row. They're not that bad. I knew this would annoy me when I bought it because the first one really annoyed me, and I was right. It really annoyed me. Why don't they talk about the fact that like Joanna / Dolly, whatever she's called, they're not talking about her like getting groomed? There's like a weird subplot of spoilers. In the first book, she's obsessed with this fella, John Kite. And then she's like, oh, I really fancy him, but I don't think he fancies me. And they met when she was like 15, 16. And then he said like, oh, I had to wait until you were 19. I'm like, oh, that's such a weird message. Caitlin, that's just a weird message to put out like that's, and she's like, oh, that's really romantic. Like, that's not romantic. That's predatory behavior. And I don't like it. It was a trash book. But all the £1 or whatever I spent on it went to charity, so that's fine. I've done a good deed, but it's gonna get thrown onto the free pile. I just had so many negative book experiences this past like month or so. I'm gonna read some good stuff now, I think. I'll read something nice, something that I'm really looking forward to as a treat, because I've just had a real bad time. I'm sorry for my negativity. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.